Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jason, I'm your watch guy today. And today we're doing a talking video. We are going to be discussing watches that I have my eye on from AliExpress. Now a lot of you know already that one of my biggest focus points is budget watches. Watches that are a little bit of a bargain, and many of them that I pick up and review on the channel are from AliExpress. There's always a new watch that's hitting the market very soon, and there's always something new to look at. Now obviously I have my own taste in watches, and I see things that I want to review or I want to see myself or have in my collection. But another thing that is important to me is that I am reviewing pieces that you also want to see on the channel, or you also want to see my opinion on. So I thought this new series would be a good way for you to communicate with me on what you'd like to see, and me to communicate with you with what I am looking at and what I found that's interesting this month. Now I'm not going to drag this out forever, I'm going to do this once a month. So this is the February edition of these videos, and I'm only going to mention 5 watches to keep it nice and compact. Now if you're interested in any of these watches, as always my affiliate link is in the description. Personally I'd always wait for the review to come by, but if you don't care what I think, or you just want to pick it up straight away, they're in the description for you. Now let's start out with a brand that I absolutely adore from AliExpress, and one that I've always advised to keep a lookout for. And one that I'm constantly trying to keep up to date with, trying to get their latest models, because I know they are usually hot commodities. Of course, I'm talking about Phylida. Now you've seen me review their Speedmaster Homage, their Speedmaster Tintin Homage, their Seamaster Homage, and latest one I've had in is the Milgauss Homage, which I still need to review. I believe they're back available on the market. The one that we're looking at today is the Patek Philippe Nautilus Homage. Now I think that this is an absolutely solid offering from Phylida. If you look at the bracelet, it looks like a really comfy design. The design of it is obviously taken completely from Patek Philippe, so we do not give them any bonus for design capability here, but it looks like a very solid watch. It's packed with a Mingzhu movement, which is a Chinese movement. It is the DG2813, and it is replicating or a clone of the Miyota 8015, which is also available in. It's also available with a sterile dial, built with a sapphire crystal as you'd expect from Phylida, and 316L stainless steel casing. I think it's an absolutely brilliant offering with a Chinese movement at £52, 51.82 to be precise. Now I've been kind of eager to get a Patek Philippe Homage into my collection. It's not something that I have, and it's not really something that I've looked at, but I've been looking at a lot of higher end YouTube reviewers, or not reviewers, just YouTube watch guys, like the Timepiece Gentleman and producer Michael lately, and that's kind of egged me on into wanting to get something that homages the Nautilus, which is obviously a very iconic watch. Moving on to another brand that we've only just been introduced to on this channel. This is the Escapement Time. I'm going to call it a dress watch. They don't really seem to have a name for it, but that's what I'm going to go with. It is packed with a Miyota 9015 movement, which is a high beat, high performance movement. It's very respected in the watch market, and I've reviewed watches with this in that are being sold for over $500. So it's a solid movement. Obviously a sapphire crystal, and it looks to me like it's a domed piece of sapphire crystal, which is very nice to see also. It's a very nice piece of quality. I love the antique type of almost 1930s, 1940s look to it. I think it's a very delicate looking piece. It's a very nice dress watch. It's something that's definitely interested me. I've actually contacted Escapement Time to see if they could maybe give me a discount on this watch, and apparently it's too cheap for me to do that. So that's a good indication, I think. It's built in stainless steel, which I suspect is 316L also. And it comes in at £138 and 75 pence, which I think with that movement, with that build quality that we expect from Escapement Time, I think that's a very solid offering. And I'm looking to increase my dress watch collection at the moment, because I don't really have any. So that's why that one's kind of interested me this month. Now the next one is a little bit hard to pronounce, so excuse me for holding up my notepad. And it's an Ein Same Vicende. All they have printed on the dial is ER, so I'm going to go with ER Pilot Watch. As you can see here, it's a very good looking piece. It's actually built completely in titanium, so it's a titanium pilot's watch, but it's an absolute bargain for a titanium pilot's watch. But before I get to that, it is built with the trusty NH35 Seiko movement, and it has a sapphire crystal built into it, which shows quality to me. It has this really nice matte type of finish to it, and almost rustic type of design, almost aged type of design to it. I love those numerals. You know I love large numerals on a watch, especially a pilot's watch, especially this sort of Phylida style design to the case too. Now this isn't a brand that I've ever encountered before, and I found them on the Tahini, I think it's Tahini, sunglasses store on AliExpress. They seem to offer a lot of different watches, as well as the next one that we're gonna visit. This one comes in a mere £75.29, and I think for a titanium watch that's an absolute bargain. The second offering from the Tahini sunglasses store on AliExpress is the Casino GMT. Now it has that sort of Explorer 2 type of vibe to it. I love the white dial in it. The black dial is also quite nice. It comes on either a stainless steel strap or a rubber band, which gives you a little bit of versatility. Now, this one's a little bit vague in the description. It says that it's packed with a Japanese movement. Usually when they have a Japanese movement and they don't describe it, it's the 8215 Miyota. But it's a GMT movement, so I don't really know what they've packed this with. I'm probably going to contact the store and see what they say, see what movement's in that one. It's a Hardlex crystal, not the best. We would like sapphire on this channel, especially when we get past the £50 mark, because we know that there are plenty of other brands that are offering us that. Listed as a stainless steel case, and if that is true, it will probably be a 316L stainless steel case. Now this one comes in just over £50. It's actually £53.40. Now I think that's a really good offering, because I haven't seen many watches with this type of style, and it's a very desirable type of style also. So they're obviously offering something that people want. I just don't know if the specifications are there. So I'm a bit hesitant on this one, but I do want a watch that mimics that type of look. I think that's a gorgeous design. Now the last one may be a little bit controversial. Well, not controversial, but you may just tell me to not be an idiot and not revisit this brand. We have another Benyar, but this is a Tudor Black Bay Homage. And I really want a Tudor Black Bay Homage in my collection. Now, this one has been described accurately to me. I don't know what it says in the description, but I've talked to a Pagani Design page who obviously deal in Benyar also. They've said that it's an alloy case, just like the last two that I unboxed on the channel that I will be reviewing soon. So it's not the best material to build a watch out of. It's not a desirable material, if we're completely honest. It's simply listed as an automatic movement, so I suspect that it is going to be a Chinese movement, probably a Mingzhu, as well as that it's a Hardlex crystal, so the bar is low, really. Now it's not up there in specifications, but it looks like a really nice watch, and as a reviewer I always want to stay on top of new releases, and this is the latest release from the Pagani Design Benyar camp. Now the last two, the Milgauss and the Explorer homages, they didn't sit well with a lot of reviewers. I'm yet to review mine. Obviously lying about the material that they're built in is not a good start. I'm glad that they've been honest about this one, but does that make it worth it? Well, when we talk about how much it's worth, I should probably point out the price for you. This one comes in at £44.99. So it's a little bit more expensive than the last two, £15 more expensive. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just using that it's new as an excuse to be interested in it. Tell me what you think. I'm sure you will. That is it. That's the 5 watches that I am looking at this month. I would like for your input into this. I may release a poll when this video is released to see what you're thinking and see what you guys want to see me review. Speaking of polls, I released one today, which is Monday. I'm going to be comparing 4 different watches together. I'm going to compare my Pagani Design Seamaster Homage, my Phylida Seamaster Homage. Hopefully, if I can convince another reviewer to send me one, the Heimdallr Seamaster and Steve's Omega Seamaster in the same video, so you can see a nice little spread of what you get for the price, see how close they come to the real deal. And I know a lot of people would be interested in seeing that. A lot of people are a fan of homages and a lot of people who want to show why this watch is worth so much. So I've released that poll. Please go and vote on it. I'll probably leave it until the end of the week to see where I'm going with it. So make sure you're in before then. Thank you for watching this, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please do hit that subscription button, and I will see you in the next video.